Reflections of AG. You are welcome to Reflections of AG. I am AG. I am so excited to be here. You can ask me why all this excitement. I'm going to talk about money today. I like money, so anything about money makes me so excited. So today I want to tell you how you can secure funding for your graduate education in the US. There's a lot of things. I'm happy to bear it all out for you. So, let's get into the details. You might have heard that education is the gift nobody can take away from you, and that's why most parents try as much as possible to get us educated. I know for African parents, they pay our education to university. So after university, after your undergrad, a lot of them are like, I'm done. I have done what Caesar cannot do, So when you have to go to graduate school, you need to find a way around it to make sure that you have the means and the money to afford graduate education. And for some, it is very important for you to do that because, as I said previously, depending on your profession, depending on your chosen profession, you might need to get a graduate education, which is not cheap. So let's see some of the ways you can get fund for your graduate education. The first one is funding from your school. So most schools in the US have funding for students, domestic students and international students. So if you are from Ghana, obviously you're an international student, or from Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, you're an international student. You're from Asia, you are an international student. And most US schools have funding for them. And these funding usually come in a form of tutorship, or that is teaching assistantship or research assistantship. So in order for you to determine that, you can go to the financial aid tab on your school's website, and you can see the information that is written over there, and it will tell you what you need to do, the document you need to upload in order for you to get it. So that is one way of doing it. I know for most PhD programs, especially the ones in STEM, offer teaching assistantship or research assistantship. That is a guaranteed funding if they pick you up. So once you apply to US school, you don't have to worry much about anything. Once you're accepted, they give you guaranteed funding. For some departments, it can be 3 years. Other departments, it can be 5 years, and you are secured through your graduate education. Apart from that, you yourself can reach out to professors in some of the schools. Some of the professors, they have grants for research that they have to do. If you go to their website to like what they are doing, you can email them and ask them to work in their lab. Usually, if you're going to work for a professor, he pays you to do that. So that means the payment of your school fees and tuition waiver. You usually get a tuition waiver or payment of your school fees, then you are paid as well. But then there are other fees you might pay, that is health insurance and user fees and technology fee and transportation fee and all the others. I've seen that for most schools for a semester, it is usually less than $2,000, which is manageable, and you have to know how to manage your money, because I know that before you finish your undergrad, probably you might not have a lot of experience in getting your own money and managing it, and that would be the case for a lot of us. Once you start grad school, our parents do not give us any money again, especially once you leave your home country to the state or to any place for your graduate education. So you have to learn how to manage your money to be able to pay for such fees. I will definitely talk about managing your finances. I'm thinking of doing a video like that to help you manage your finances and how I got around things in the state. I think it will be interesting, so I'll definitely share with you. 2, you can get funding from your home countries. I know a lot of my friends from Asia, especially India and China, they got funding from their home country. If you have funding already, you are so much relaxed through the process because you're not stressed out. So some of them get it in the form of loans from their home country or government scholarships. And I know other people too were able to get scholarship from Ghana government, or Nigeria government, or Egypt government, or South Africa government to be able to pursue their education. So if you're in Ghana, Scholarship Secretariat, they give scholarship for graduate education, and Get Fund also gives scholarship for graduate education. So this is one of the ways. So just look within your country. It might not be very visible, especially if you are in some part of Africa, but then ask around, ask your professors, ask your friends you know that are outside, ask them how or what funds are available within your country for you to apply so that you can secure some scholarship or some loans for your graduate education. 3, external funding. So under this, I'm going to group it into 3. The first one would be from foreign government. I don't know if you've heard of Fulbright before, but the US government actually sponsors students from various countries to the United States for a program. So it could be a master's degree program or a PhD program, and they pay for your flight, they pay for your tuition, and they give you money to live. And you can come with your spouse if you are married, and your children as well to the state. And the good thing about that kind of visa that they give when they are sponsoring you is that your spouse can work when they are in the state. I know other governments also have programs like that. So Canadian government, Australian government, Chinese, German, the UK, there are a lot of government funded scholarships or fellowships out there, the Chevening, and these are all there. So these are one of the ways that you can do. Most of the time they require you to write an application letter. If you want to, see, the thing is that if you want to apply for graduate education, be ready to write. It takes a lot of time, and you have to do a lot of essays and applications for you to get it through. But the thing is that most people have done it. It is not hard, it's not difficult. You can also do that. So just check out these websites. I'm going to put the various websites in the subscription below so that you can have a look at these governments that are provide or that are able to provide or fund education in their home country. 2, companies. I know in the US and Canada, I'm not so sure about the other places, but these 2 places, I know that companies within the country also give fellowship or scholarship to students. So your girl, I won a scholarship from Facebook. It paid my fees and gave me huge money for 2 good years in my program. And I've also won scholarship from Google, from D.E. Shaw, from McKinsey, and other companies as well. And it has really been helpful, and it has been very supportive. As I said, I'll definitely go through my scholarship journey with you and the tips, everything. And I also even ask my friends who got some of the scholarship and even bring them on so that they can tell you more about it. So watch out for these companies so that you'll be able to determine that. So as I said, I'm going to put all the links that you need on the description box. So most of the tech companies provide scholarships. Microsoft, Intel, and others also provide funding. I'm sorry, I'm providing or talking about tech companies because I'm in STEM. That's why it is like that. But look out for companies within your home country. They provide funding. So the third and the external funding is NGOs. The NGOs like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, MasterCard Foundation, the Schlumberger Foundation, Erasmus Mundi, and a whole lot of foundations provide graduate funding or funding for education. So you can look them up. As I mentioned earlier on, all the links will be in the description box for you so that you know what to do or where to go. And the good thing about these NGOs is that most of the time they are focused on developing countries. So if you're in Asia, you're from a developing country in Asia or from Africa, they have funding available for you as well. So make sure that when you are searching for scholarship, you provide a targeted keyword. So scholarship for students in developing countries, or scholarship for students in Ghana, or students from Africa in the US. These are some of the keywords you can use in your Google search. Then funds from your current employer. So So I know that in Ghana, there are certain government agencies that are able to fund their employees to go to school. I know of NCA, I know of the Minerals Commission. It could be the same or similar in your home country. So I want you to do that research. Ask your professors, ask people that you know that are outside your country's schooling or even within your country's schooling. GNPC is also in Ghana if you're in Ghana, so that they will be able to give you information about those companies that provide certain things like that. If you are in the company, just ask. It's as simple as asking. So ask them to see if they have these accommodation for you. They may have some strings attached that you might have to come back to the company to work. Others too are very generous in that they do not require that. So these are the 4 ways you can get funding. Funding from your school, the school you're applying to, especially if you're in the US. Funding from your home country. Funding from external source, that could be the country, the school you are going is located, companies within that country, and also NGOs. And the last one is funding from your current employer. So there is no excuse for you not to get scholarship. I know it can be hard, it can be tough, it involves a lot of fighting, but you are capable of doing that. Thank you for sitting through with me. Like this video and comment and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for joining me on my reflection as I go through my journey in the States video. There are more videos coming up, so subscribe so that I can get a notification. Let's see some time again in the future. All right.